Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another Tea and Tarot Time with Julie. Grab yourself a cuppa, put your feet up, get comfy. It is the 17th of February. It is the solar eclipse today, the Ring of Fire, new Chinese year, all the rest of that. Big day today. So I thought I would do a little reading for the collective to see what this has shifted or what it is in the process of shifting. So get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what's going on. If you don't know me, by the way, I'm Julie Poole, and I am here to nourish your life and feed your soul. So let's have a little look. Oh, and also, by the way, I wanted to let you know I've opened up 2 events. If you're interested in spending some time with me, we're doing an online class in March for spiritual connection, and we're doing an in-person event in Manchester, UK in May. So all the details are below in the description box if you're interested. If you're not, that's okay. Just wanted to let you know about it. All right? Okay, let's have a little look what's going on then for the collective. I'm going to use the Tarot of Dreams, and we are looking for some guidance, please, around this particular energy for the 17th, and how long for? They're coming, okay, so they're saying they're coming 3 weeks, all right, because eclipses come in pairs. We've got another one, I think it's on the 3rd of March, but it's about 2 weeks' time, okay. So they're saying through until, they're saying the 7th, so the energy today is over the next 3 weeks, okay, for the collective. Don't matter what sign you are, this is what is going on. All right, so we've got the Hierophant with the 7 of coins. Tell me more, please, for the collective about this particular energy. We've got the 7 of Wands, the Lovers, the Emperor, and the Palace of Swords. Okay, what else do you want? Oh, right, they want an energy oracle. Okay, this is the energy oracle deck. Tell me more for the collective about this particular energy, because eclipses, of course, are about what's being eclipsed out, what you're done with, what's no longer for you, and this ring of fire with this eclipse, the fire, the power. And of course, today we step into the year of the fire horse. So we've got all of this go, go, go energy. So what are we going towards, please? Thank you so much. The Garden and the Gate. And man holding the coin. I like this. All right. Anything else? No, they're saying that's it for a little minute. Okay, there will be more, but this is it for now. All right. So where do you want me to start? Let's have a little look at him. Here he is, man holding a coin. He is a number 43, which is a 7. All right, 7 is a very spiritual number. So this is an energy of abundance, financial prosperity, security, knowing your worth, attracting your worth, allowing yourself to step into the energy of abundance and flow. So that's what we are moving into now. This they're just giving me, they're showing me a wave. It's a wave, at the moment it's a gentle wave of energy, but it's going to pick up momentum is what they're saying. All right, so we want to jump on that wave. Do your little surfer thingy, okay? Get on that wave. Just, okay, so I'm hearing and some of them don't know how to do that. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to visualize this wave. All right, now they're showing me more like a wave down a river, like is it called a bore, coming down a river. It's not huge, it's not a tsunami, but it's quite a strong current. I want you to imagine you've got yourself your little surfboard, or you've got yourself your little boat, and you're getting in the boat. Just imagine this in your head, and you are getting in that flow with the intention that this flow is abundance, prosperity, ease, and I am moving into this easily. All right, that's going to help you. Okay, just visualize that. It's the intention. What we think about, we bring about. You know this. All right, now the other one is the Garden and the Gate. Now in tarot, this kind of be the 3 of Wands. Now this is all about stepping outside your comfort zone, being able to explore what is outside what you would normally do, stretching yourself, exploring, curiosity. So it's a number 30. 3s are about growth and expansion and joy. All right, so there she is, this beautiful little girl standing by the gate in this lovely garden, contemplating, shall I or shan't I open that gate and have a little explore up and over that hill and far away to see what else is out there? Because we tend to get stuck in a little bit of a rut. Yeah, it was like we get in a comfort zone, and even if it's not very comfortable there, it's interesting because that we kind of go, yeah, but I don't know what else is out there, so I know this, so I'll just stay in what I know. Now the garden and the gate is saying, no, 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 it's time. It's time to open that gate and go and explore. So that might be for you a different job, different industry, looking at moving home to a different location. And it could be to do with looking for a different type of relationship, lovers or friendships, you know. So we're exploring, we're in that exploratory energy. I am prepared to take a risk, take a leap of faith, all right? So the thing is with this, the garden itself is lovely, but she's been there for ages and she's ready to go and explore something else. So we're stepping into this energy of let's do something new, let's do something exciting. So we've got the faith with the lovers, two major arcana cards together here. Now the lovers is what it says on the tin. It's about loving relationships. It's the Gemini card. It's this or that. It's making a choice between two things. It's contemplating two sides. And it's about a choice, a decision. So I'm at a crossroads. Which way do I want to go? Now, because it's under the faith card, the Hierophant or the High Priest or the Pope, it's got lots of different names. Same thing. What this card is, this is a Saturn card. Now, in 3 days' time, we've got the Saturn conjunction, first one in thousands of years. A very different energy that we're moving into. Now these two conjunct, this Saturn conjunction happens every 36 years apparently. I'm not an astrologer, so don't kind of quote me on this. But this one, because it's a 0 degrees, which is all about the new beginning, is huge. First one in thousands of years. They actually don't know how far it goes back, but a long way. So the brink of something big starting to crack open in just another few days. So this eclipse is all part of that shifting, opening. What are we moving into? So the faith card is about having stability, security, putting your grown-up big girl pants on, big boy pants on. It's like, yeah, no more illusion, no more confusion. I need to do what's right for me that feels solid and stable. So any part of my world and life that is not stable, I'm wanting to look at, and I'm wanting to say, I need to shore that up. I need to strengthen it. I need to. So what do you need to? What do you need to do? The faith card also talks about marriage, contracts. It's all about longevity. So because we're opening everything up, any part of your world and life that has been crumbling, has been kind of falling down and falling apart, and you keep trying to shore it up and you keep trying to prop it up and putting lots of time and energy and exhaustion into it, and shall I, shan't I, making that decision, oh, it'll be all right, and then you keep what's the word I'm looking for here? Swinging to and fro. You know, I'm going to do this or no. No, I better stay where I am. Oh, shall I do this? No. You know, back and forth. So this is the time where we're saying it's time to make a decision. Okay, let's allow ourselves to really feel into it and say, where do I want my life to be going? What's the other side of this gate? Gates are restrictions. What's the other side of that restriction? Am I ready to step onto it? Yes, I am. Am I brave enough to do it? Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, so we need to bring in that sense of empowerment. And that's where we have the Emperor sat right next to it, which is, of course, the most empowered card. Right? He's the Emperor. So he's the top of the tree. He doesn't take orders. He feels what's right for him and he follows it and he goes with it. Now, with the 7 of coins above, which is all about what am I building? What work, what effort have I put into something? Was it worth it? Will it eventually flourish? Or has it already blossomed and now the blooms are fading and it's time to let that one go? It's all about this reflection, 7 of coins. Sometimes we look at what we've put in, the effort we've put into something, and it could be a relationship, it could be a marriage, it could be a job, but basically I've put a lot of effort into something. Now that could also be your spiritual growth, your development. I've nourished it, I've watered it. Yeah, she's grown this tree from seed. She's put a lot of work in. Now, are we ready to reap the rewards? It's harvest time. All right, she's there with her baskets, ready to pick the fruit of her labour. Or is it kind of, you know, as Chris Reck would say on Minnow Pond, you know, is the juice worth the squeeze? Am I just, you know, keep flogging a dead horse? There's no point. It's horrible saying, isn't it, that one? But yeah, it just popped in my head. Are we basically putting time into something that it's done? So we're looking at it. We're contemplating. Now, we've got 2 sevens here. And we've got this 7 over here. Sevens are very spiritual numbers. Now, the 7 of Wands is about holding your ground, protecting yourself, standing up for yourself, not backing down. It's the courage of your convictions. So you're working something out here at the moment. So over the next 2 or 3 weeks, there's a lot of contemplation going to be happening. You're reflecting, you're looking, and it's all about this Saturn energy, this faith card, the Hierophant. I'm looking at my long-term stability of maybe my job, my home, my business, my relationships. Is it working? What's not working? What is? What am I going to do about it? So we're in that opening up. What do I want to create for myself for the future is basically what we're getting here. All right. Now we're going to get clear. Palace of Swords is about clarity and focus. All swords are about your thinking, your mental energy, your contemplation here. Now the Palace of Swords is a place where you can think clearly, where you can rise above the clouds, the mist, the fog, the confusion, come into this clarity and see clearly what it is that you want, why you want it, where you're at, and where you're going. And then you start moving towards it, okay? So this clarity is coming, and I don't need to push it or rush it. It may come very clearly, very quickly. Or you spend a lot of time contemplating, no kind of decisions, you let it go, and then the clarity comes when you let go. Just allow yourself to move gently into this space. Now, because we're in Mercury retrograde shadow, and it's going to go fully retrograde on the 26th of February, and this is for the next 3 weeks, so they're saying, right, that during that Mercury retrograde, it tends to be the time that we are looking back, review, reset, what works, what doesn't, what do I want, what don't I want. And so that Mercury retrograde is going to help this situation for you to be able to come to a clear decision. By the time that second eclipse comes, it'll all start opening up, the aha moments, the clarity. I know what I want. But in that, I want you to bring in this energy of these two. So where do I feel restricted? Where do I feel stagnant, stale, bored? Where have I lost that curiosity, adventurous spirit? Because I want to open that back up again, yeah? And the man holding the coin. Where is my sense of prosperity and security and stability in terms of my finances? And we're not necessarily talking about being rich, although that's nice. It's about, is my life stable? Okay, can I comfortably pay my rent, my mortgage, the roof over my head, my commitments, my responsibilities? Am I okay? Or do I need to restructure, let something go? What is working for me? It's all of this. There's a kind of, it sounds like hard work, but Spirit is saying, no, this is not hard work. It's this energy flow. Remember that wave I gave you earlier? Jump on the wave and you'll find that it carries you forward without a huge amount of effort in your part. Just allow the aha moments, allow the questions. Questions are great. What works for me? What doesn't? Why doesn't it? Ask yourself those questions, because through those questions you come to the answers, and each of those answers is going to be different for you, right? So yes, they're saying we do want to clarify. We're going to use the legacy of the Divine Tarot. Let's find out a little bit more then, please. Let's find out a little bit more. I'm going to be doing your individual signs. I'll start them later today. So they'll be coming out over the next few days as well. So keep an eye out for those. All right, lovely people. Okay, we've got the 9 of Wands. With the Devil. All right, so there we go. We've got a little bit of clarification, a little bit of more detail. So 9 of Wands, when we're contemplating this, looking at the stability and security in my life, where do I feel it's heavy, it's hard, It's too much, battle-weary soldier, exhausted. Where and what and who is exhausting you? And where do you feel with the devil stuck and trapped and beholden and it's impossible and I can't? That is what is coming up to the surface to be lifted from you. And that is what the decision is about. Where do I need to step into my power, my boundaries, my ability to say no? Because this is going to come up for you over the next few weeks. Decisions to be made. You know, I've had a decision going back and forth to and fro for about the last 5 months on one particular area of my life, and I finally made that decision yesterday and pinned it down, secured it down. That's done. And I do feel a lot better for it. So sometimes these decisions take a little bit of time. Particularly things like, you know, ending a job or relationship or moving home. These are big things in our life. But this doesn't have to be something so huge, you know. This could be about a habit, a behaviour, a way of thinking. This could be about putting some boundaries down with family and friends to say, you know, I feel really stuck and trapped here and it's not working for me and I need to make some changes. So you're in this energy. Let's find out some more. So that you can resolve it, by the way, not so that you can continue having this burden. It's like your soul is screaming for freedom and lightness. So, Page of Cups, we're going to get some opportunities coming. Oh, nice, with the 10 of coins. Right. Page of Cups is a surprise energy, a youthful energy, curious energy. We talked about curiosity. Yeah. So the Page of Cups is here with a new cup that's full of, well, it's empty, for you to fill it with something that will fulfill you, enrich you, uplift you. With the 10 of coins, very much enrichment. Now, this could be about money, but coins isn't just money. It's about anything that's grounded and stable. But the 10 of coins does represent abundance. Man holding a coin. It represents having enough. So we're opening up here with the Page of Coins to opportunities that are going to bring me greater happiness, greater stability, and greater flow. Right, so as you're working through what works, what doesn't, what do I want to let go of, as you're working through all of that, I want you to just keep coming back to what the real question is. Am I happy? Am I fulfilled? And am I free? Because where I feel trapped with the devil, that's got to go. All right, we want him out. Let's find out a little bit more with these last two cards. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands. There's the 7 of coins again, which we've got here. All right, so we've got the universe saying, double message, I meant what I said. What is working? What is not? Where are you getting the rewards? And where are you just putting your energy into something that is just taking but not giving you anything back? Right, sometimes things take time. You know, they're giving me the example of study, right? You go to university, college, do a class, do a course, whether it's a few weeks or months or years, you put the effort into it, and in exchange, you're getting knowledge, you're getting learning, and that you could potentially, in many cases, put that knowledge and learning into building a new career, new life, new financial stability. You're looking at, is it going to give me something that is beneficial for me? So the 7 of coins coming up twice is saying, let's look at where you put the effort in and let's look at what you're getting back from it. Now, you may say to yourself, well, I don't give to receive, I give because it feels right. And that's beautiful. Crack on. Right? Giving when it feels right and it feels beautiful is coming from the soul. It's coming from a higher place. Do it. But when you're giving and you're getting nothing back and you are getting drained and exhausted and you feel trapped and you feel stuck, then this is a one-way flow to exhaustion, and it's time for you to really look at that and say, it's time for me to pull back, right? Now, in other cases, this is about, I'm just about ready to reap the rewards of all of this labour, all of this hard work. And this is exciting and this is brilliant. So that's fabulous. Right, tell me about this last one. Queen of Wands. Look at her. I love the Queen of Wands, all right? She's dynamic, determined, assertive. I'm looking at, look at her eyes. She can look right through you, right? A little bit like the Queen of Swords, but she has this energy of, I can build anything I want. I can create anything I want. If I decide I want something, I'm going to put the work into it and I'm going to go for it and I'm going to do it. And nothing's going to stop me. She doesn't allow the devil to get in the way at all because she has such self-belief that that's what carries her through. So this self-belief is key. All right, and this seven of coins of looking at the effort I've put into something, and is it time for me to take that reward and enjoy it, or is it time for me to say, I've taken what I can from that situation, it's time to build something new. But it all comes back to this Hierophant and choices, right? So what is working for me and what is not. All right, let's finish off with an angel card. For my collective, please, message from the angels. This is the Oracle of the Angels, by the way, and all the cards I use are linked below, along with a link to my website and my events page, okay? All right, I am creator. How lovely. Oh, just beautiful. Number 11, master number of self-creation, being your own director, being in mastery, all of her ideas, thoughts, creativity coming out of her head, her mind, her I am creator. And this is a time, my beautiful collective, to create. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Itchy Nose, which means that my angels are very strongly around, and I hope this was helpful. I'll be back over the next few days with your individual readings for each sign, so keep an eye out. And if you're interested in joining me in Manchester for a whole day of creating, then the link is below. All right, my beautiful people, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.